Hi there, Perfecto Castro here and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Several months ago, I released the BAD94, my signature distortion pedal. And today I'm happy to introduce you guys to its littler sibling, the BAD94 Mini. In this video, we'll compare both versions and I'll show you the tonal range of these pedals, including how well they play and stack with others. Here we go. If you're new here, welcome, and let me give you a quick backstory on this pedal. The BAD94 is a modified Marshall Shred Master circuit, which is a pedal I used early on in my career and featured in a lot of the landmark recordings I was involved in during the 90s Philippines. The name was originally a cryptic reference to a popular guitar solo that I used the Shred Master on. But thanks to a wonderful comment, I am adapting it as the acronym for beefy and dirty, the perfect name for this pedal. For the pedal specifics, I will link to a BAD94 YouTube playlist in the end screen of this video. So there you can watch the original BAD94 announcement and demo video, as well as other video demos played by current BAD94 owners. Also drop by the video description where I will put all the links to where you can buy your very own BAD94. After selling out several BAD94 batches, I'm happy to announce the new BAD94 Mini. This is in response to requests for an even smaller footprint for grab-and-go pedal boards. We've managed to keep the BAD94 core tone intact between versions, so the slight differences will be in the travel of the EQ pots. Let's start with a direct comparison. Okay, so here are both BAD94s, all knobs set at noon. Let's start with the OG. So, switching to the BAD94 Mini. As you can hear, the core tone is intact between both pedal versions. If I were to nitpick, the OG BAD94 has a little more mid-range content than the BAD94 Mini. Okay, I'm gonna set both pedals to my go-to setting. So gain at around 3 o'clock, treble at 2 o'clock or so, contour at 1 o'clock, bass at around 10 o'clock. Okay, let's set the Mini to the same controls. With the smaller pots, you have to be a little more careful in tweaking it. And of course, that will account for the main differences between both pedal versions. Okay, here we go. Maybe to get it closer to its big brother. Let's see, let's tweak this. Okay, so with the chord tone very similar, the choice is entirely up to you. The pros for the Mini is it has the same basic tone in a smaller footprint and at a slightly lower price point. And the main con for the Mini is that the EQ is hard to tweak on the fly with those tiny little pots, especially if you are live on stage and you have to reach down to your pedal board and adjust something while you're playing. Now the pros for the original BAD94 are the top mounted jacks, which allows you to butt the pedal up against your other top mounted jack pedals, and the EQ section is easier to tweak with your typical pedal sized knobs. And the only possible con for the original BAD94 is the bigger size, although it's not really a big pedal, it's like your typical pedal, bigger than the Mini. Now I'm going to show you the BAD94's tonal range. I'm using a Tajima TG540, which is an entry-level electric guitar, and I'm plugged into a twin reverb style amp model in Amplitube. Here's how that sounds. This way you hear the bassline tones of the BAD94. Any other upgrade in the gear chain will just build upon this foundation. The BAD94 is not just about beef and dirt. The gain knob is actually usable all throughout its range. So here's the BAD94 Mini. All knobs at noon. I'm gonna lower the gain to around, well, let's turn it down to 0. So the tone got a little dull. We're gonna turn up the treble and the contour a little bit and turn down the bass. Yeah, let's open up the gain a little bit. This tone actually works great with single coils. It gives you that pushed edge of breakup, clean lead tones. And if you dig in, it gives you a little bark. Okay, let's turn the gain up to around a little before 10 o'clock. With the gain at noon, you get that grindy yet open sounding 90s alternative rock rhythm tone. Contour controls the bulk of your guitar sound. Left of noon gives you a mid-range bump. As you turn it up and turn it to the right of noon, the mids get scooped and the lows and highs get a little pushed up. Now, right before all the way up on the contour knob, there is a sweet spot that gives you a great mid-80s metal tone. Let's hunt for it. Turn the gain all the way up. The bass control brings in sub-frequencies that you can use to add low-end girth to a plinky sounding amp or to fatten up single coil tones. If you want a tighter low end, you can actually roll it all the way down to get that leaner bottom. You can also get loose and fuzzy tones if you turn the bass and gain up and then contour and treble to taste. So. The best way to use the BAD94 is through a clean amp. A twin reverb style amp or model is the typical pedal platform choice, but let's subject it to the worst case scenario possible, which is a totally clean solid state amp like a jazz chorus. Here's the twin reverb tone. And switching to a jazz chorus amp model. Ooh, plinky clean. Let me get rid of the reverb. I'm actually a little scared. But anyway, BAD94 Mini on. Okay, see, let's tweak some knobs. I'm gonna turn down the highs to get rid of that ice picky treble. Okay, and let's tweak the contour, bring some mids back. Bring in more bass. Then a little more gain. Okay, jazz chorus clean. Which this is great for like slinky, thin stuff. And BAD94. Okay, like I said, this is the worst case scenario. I didn't even tweak the knobs on the amp model. I could probably tame the highs a little bit better if I turn off the bright switch. Now I can introduce a little more of the BAD94 treble back in. Maybe lessen the bass a little bit. Yeah, there you go. One of the common questions I get asked is, how well does the BAD94 stack with other pedals? The answer is, it plays quite nicely with other dirt pedals. So to show you this, I'm going to use the Susmariosep from RJ Ronquillo and Mythos pedals. This way I have a clean boost and a mid-range TS type tone to stack into the BAD94. Okay, I'm gonna dial in my basic tone on the BAD94 Mini, and I'll keep the gain at around noon or so. Susmariosep clean boost. Okay, now I'm going to try out the drive section of the Susmariosep, which is based on the Mythos Herculean pedal, which in turn is basically a modified TS-808. As with most TS-type pedals, there is a low cut that can help you tame that wild, loose, and sometimes woolly bass of the BAD94. Let me turn up the bass, and here's how that sounds. A lot leaner. Let's add a little bit of gain. Well, actually, no. Let's boost the level and then just a little bit of gain. And as long as you take care of your gain stacking, the BAD94 is a fairly quiet pedal. There, see? That is with the Susmariosep and BAD94 engaged. Try to make it noisy. There you go. You can also stack BAD94s into each other. Set one to a pushed low gain tone. Let's see, kind of like this. Then bump the volume up a little bit past noon, around 1 or 2 o'clock. Then set the other to a grindy rhythm tone. Then engage both for your lead tone. Now that's a good reason to buy both versions. Okay, there you have it. Those are some of the tones that you can get from the BAD94 OG and the BAD94 Mini. The OG BAD94 is still available, although in very limited quantities. So in the Philippines, get it from guitarpusher.com and gcrockboard.com. And in Japan and surrounding Asian countries, you can get it from gwin.info. As for the BAD94 Mini, it is now available in the Philippines and Singapore from 96guitarstudio.com. For US, Canada, Europe, and other international sales, you can get both BAD94s from my website, perfectodecastro.com/store. All the links will be in the video description, so check them out and thank you for your support. If you dug this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to ring that bell. And let me know what you think about the BAD94 in the comments. Which one will you get, OG or Mini? Now click on this end card to watch the BAD94 YouTube playlist, or you can go grab your guitar and play something. You all know the drill. Practice makes perfecto. Cheers, guys.